So going on the casting theme, um, there's nothing the internet loves more than to hop online and just pound their fan casting ideas out there for the world to see, and hopefully the great comic book gods answer and give them what they desire. Alan Ritchson, who I first saw in Titans, um, he was I can't remember the exact superhero he played in that, but he did a great role. He's been in a few other things. I believe he was uh, like Aqua Boy or something in Smallville, which is quite a while ago. He's not new to the superhero world. And I mean, he's voiced Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's one of the characters in that, and look, he does the role of Reacher really well. I think that's where most people have come to really know him and appreciate him. And with the success of Reacher recently, we know we've got the DCU coming up, right? The excitement around it is building. We've got the James Gunn universe with Peter Safran, and it's kind of a reboot. We're getting a new Batman, new Wonder Woman, new Superman, new characters. It's kind of setting everything up, and the casting for Batman has not happened yet, as James Gunn said, because he said, "Look, the script isn't done yet. Once we have a solid script, we'll look at doing the casting and go from there." And as a result, well, you know what people are throwing out? Alan Ritchson as Batman. Obviously, this has reached him. He's heard about these rumblings in the comment section, and as a result, he's got a bit of what he's said a few things about it, and I just wanted to read this. So, I mean, look, what I'm about to show you, this image, should be like PG-13 or something because it looks, it's a lot to take in. So here you go. There he is. Now, I mean, look, this dude's buff. He is buff deluxe. When your nipples are pointing downwards, mine just straight, right? They're a different direction to the average man. And it's just he's a beast. You can see physically, this guy could be the presence of Batman. Which is what I liked with Ben Affleck. He was a physical presence. He was a brawler. He was a beast, big buff dude, but not like this. This guy's in peak shape, and you know, I mean, he's a superhero in living form, right? So this is what he had to say though about what people had to kind of suggest about his role as Batman. He said, "The fact that people are interested in me playing Batman is a real honor and privilege. It's one of the first characters I fell in love with as a child. I still remember the big, long pistol coming out of Joker's pants as he goes to shoot down the Batplane. Those iconic moments really resonated with me as a child. For there to even be a conversation or a rumor surrounding this role, for me, all I can do is laugh. I just think it's wild. That's where we are. Who knows what they have planned for the franchise? If they want to go much younger and tell these origin stories, sounds like that's kind of. I would love to. I would absolutely love to. It's one of the coolest characters of all time." So, I mean, he loves the character. Already you've won over the fans looking to get you in there. He loves the character of Batman, which I really appreciate. Sometimes, like, not looking to point fingers, but Madam Web, right, just came out and she couldn't even name the Spider-Man movies that have come out. It's clear that she's not involved in the world, and there's nothing against that, but you don't have to be a comic history buff to know how to play a character well. But it does endear the audience to you when you love the character and you love the idea of being part of this world. And Batman is such an iconic character that he's absolutely right. So that being said, right, he's obviously said, "I'm willing to kind of play this character. I would be love to be part of this world." What do I think about him playing this role? Um, like I said, physically, as Batman, 100%. You could see this guy being the Arkham Knight Batman from the games. You could see him being the comic book character version. He's just got the physical presence, and he's big, he's tall. He would just be a great Batman. The question mark for me is Bruce Wayne. That's my hesitation. I'm not saying necessarily that he can't do Bruce Wayne. I just I'm not sure if I've seen enough of him acting to kind of get a gauge on that yet. He usually plays these very stoic, serious kind of characters, and Bruce Wayne can be that, but he's also charming. He's also persuasive. He's also, like he'll be it depends on which version, I guess. Like the comic book versions, they vary. Sometimes he can be more reserved to himself. I mean, Matt Reeves' Batman, Robert Pattinson doesn't even come out in public. There's ways of getting around it, but playing Bruce Wayne, even in that version, he's like a rock star. Like he only comes out every once in a while, and when he's like a massive celebrity, and he kind of just, there's that aspect. I that's the part for me that for Alan Ritchson is the question mark. Can he play Bruce Wayne well? If they cast him as Batman, I'm not going to be devastated. I think he's a great dude. I mean, apparently he saved someone was robbing a car or something, and he wrecked the dude. He just ran up and chucked him to a wall or something. He's a real life, genuine good guy, but and that I think would just translate as a really awesome person to play the character. Um, but yeah, that's where I sit on this. I think I need to just see him in something else maybe, or get a sense of where he's at. But if he's got the potential to do it, if they do cast him, I'm going to trust that they've cast him as the role of Batman because he's able to play both of those well, and he auditioned, he did a screen test or something of the kind that indicated to James Gunn and Peter Safran that he could do it. So if that happens, that's great. There's a list of other actors that I think would also fit the role of Batman fantastically well. A lot of people mentioned Jensen Ackles. He's potentially got the ability to do it pretty well. I'm not so sure. I probably would choose Alan Ritchson over Jensen Ackles if I'm being honest. But not to say Jensen Ackles will do a great job. He's voiced Batman as well. But what do you guys think? Do you think Alan Ritchson could be a good Batman? Is it someone that you think would be able to play Bruce Wayne well? Or do you think there's someone entirely different that you would prefer to play the Batman role? It's difficult to tell at this point because we don't know what kind of Batman they're going for. We know that Batman is going to have a son, so he's got to be at an age where he could have had a son, which means he's probably going to be 40s. I think Alan Ritchson is probably around early 40s, maybe late 30s. Wow, how old is he? Let me have a quick look. Alan Ritchson age. 41 years. Yeah, look, a 41-year-old definitely could have a 12-year-old kid. So that's a strong possibility, I think. So yeah, I think that could potentially work, and he could play a 41-year-old to 45-year-old, whatever. So it's in the realm of possibility. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you there.